Hi, good morning to everybody. This is Kel once again. This is the Monday. Yes, I hope you rested well. I did actually have a pretty good rest, and I think I overslept in a way. I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning, and then when I was pouring through the information, wow, the information was overwhelming. In fact, today's MAO is out, right? I think I shortchanged you a little bit because the information that I collected was so many of it, all right, so much of it. So probably tomorrow MAO, there'll be lots of other external stuff that I will share with you. So today we concentrate on the global news. So it's just global news alone over the weekend. There's so many of them. All right, let's just begin our morning MAO right now. All right, so let's just start my screen sharing. It's cool to see all the good people all around me this morning. Fantastic, guys. You know, things are going to get very exciting. Okay, let's begin. Right, 19th of April, 2021, Monday. All right, careful, cryptocurrency links many. I think you guys know what happened on Sunday. Now, I was just at Popular Bookstore in Tampines when my phone just keep on ringing, keep on ringing. You know, normally I don't on my hand. I mean, I usually have my phones on silent mode, but it just happened to be that I forgot about it. I was watching some video clips, and then I leave it on. And then when the market had to explode or flash crash, all right, straight away my phone was filled with information. All right, and obviously, you know, things really went crazy. All right, morning to you, Jimmy, Brian, who's that? Mandy, Allison. Okay, morning to you. So, right, this morning I will cover very interesting stuff about the Dow Jones transportation. For the second part of the alternate market views, this is actually very interesting. So if you are into Dow Jones positioning, you must watch this part of the video towards the end of today's MAO. Very, very interesting co-relationship. Okay. Then after that, we know that the bond prices is going up because the yields is coming down, right? But the problem is this: if that is the case itself, right, why the stock market is not reacting? That is whereby you will want to also listen to this, because the foreign investors are the one jumping into the market right now for something that I fear worse. Okay, so please stand on if you are if you've Dow position for the alternate market views. All right. Now, in terms of cartoon, every day I try to put cartoon for you so that you just, you know, if you cannot remember whatever I say, you can actually remember the cartoon, right? This is a very good cartoon. It's Jerome Powell basically giving a massage to the bull, all right? So you can see that this cartoon say that a little lower at the back and then more champagne. And Jerome Powell saying, yes, sir, no problem, right? While the bear is outside, very pissed off. Can you see that? Okay. So apparently Fed is really doing the feeding, all right? Fed will feed you, the bulls, well, right? Apparently, as long as the bulls are happy, the Fed is happy. So this is what actually is happening right now, okay? Because the Fed is really feeding the bull very well, all right? So as long as Jerome Powell is around or he doesn't change his words or change his opinion, the bull market will generally stay, okay? That is a very important thing that you must remember. Now, let's just go back a bit, rewind a little bit. Remember I talked about the Coinbase mania back then? And I tell you that, right, everybody is happy, but I give you a very important information. Is that, right, I told you guys the investors of this Coinbase, they can actually take profit. They can actually take profit, okay, once the IPO is out. I mean, being the day when the stock IPO, right, that day is right, they can start to liquidate their position. Now, this is very, very different from the previous time whereby they must lock down for 6 months. So that's why it's a very new way of IPO right now in the market. Remember that? Okay. So what is happening right now, you can see that previously when the first day of IPO, the share plunged from the very beginning after the initial upside, right? So there are quite a few people bought this stock at 400 plus. Okay. Then after that, it tumbled. Cathy Wood came in. She went in to buy. But after she bought, right, the next day, the market gave back all the gains that the area that she bought. And then after that, following up, right, which is Friday, you can see that the market is totally sideways. There's no buying. There's no buying enthusiasm at all. You can see that it's very, very clear that the market is not buying into this. So of course, what will happen today, right? We do suspect that Coinbase will be trading a bit lower in the morning because we all know that the cryptocurrency was being hit. So this is a very interesting cartoon. I think someone posted in our group chat, remember? So this lady was saying that I miss you, babe. And the babe was like really staring at her as if they're not moving and, you know, full of love. but actually it's the guy was just watching his stock going. I mean, his this one is XRP going up. Remember that? So nowadays, this technology has really changed our life. It's like really, while we are doing one thing, we can do another thing at the same time, and our eyes cannot don't need to change. Okay, so you can see that is happiness at one stage, right? But this happiness very soon became this. Okay, now why I bring this, right? This is the scene from the Red Cliff, all right? Red Cliff, remember that? 赤壁之战, all right? The one in Romance of Three Kingdoms. Now, why do I bring this in? Because you realize that I've been saying for the last 2 weeks, I've been telling you guys that, yes, it's a good thing that everybody is linked with the, is buying into cryptocurrency, right? Bitcoin especially. So it's good. So if Bitcoin goes up, the company earnings goes up, everybody happy. But I also reminded you that if cryptocurrency, especially like Bitcoin, pulls back, everyone will be collateral damage. And I've been saying this, and it really happened. And that is the reason why on Sunday, when you see Bitcoin was being sold off, everyone at the bottom, whether it's Dogecoin, whether it's BNB, Litecoin, anything and everything all came off at the same time. So this is where we are now at this paradox here. Should we buy or don't buy? But I still think that in long haul, we should see further upside in cryptocurrency. But at the moment right now itself, right, I cannot deny, tell you this, be very careful, because I already told you guys, when everybody is on one side of the world itself, right, usually the opposite will happen. And I told you guys the VIX indicator last week is already very dangerous position in a way, no, very, very light position in a way, very quiet. And when it's so quiet, right, it's scary. And that is what happened. And of course, on the very, very not so nice side, you realize that Singapore, or our very own Singapore itself, right, our so-called COVID cases is in the community especially is climbing slowly, all right, very slowly, and that is not very healthy. And of course, we know that in Bangladesh, in India, we're talking about Malaysia, we're talking about other countries, right? These COVID cases are really rising at a very alarming speed. So of course, on the other side itself, right, although vaccine have made everybody happy and started to reopen the economy, but take note itself, if the COVID cases start to again increase or goes too fast, all right, the other side may actually happen again. So that's why when you link everything together, right, it's good when you're united as one, but it also very dangerous because if anything breaks, right, this bridge will cause a problem. So that's why I want you to be just a bit careful, right? So last Friday, it was a very emotional one. Last Friday, I was very thankful for you guys coming online and giving me all the morale support, very strong morale support. All right, because I was showing you guys some of the stuff that was written on internet. And straight away, I have really had so many of you collectively sending me a lot of messages. Those online one, I haven't even had the chance to crop up yet because, you know, weekend, I'm always busy with my family members. But just, and on top of that, right, those who miss out the last Friday MAO, they actually text me on the site and send me very long, very emotional, you know, encouragement, which I really, really thank you guys for that. So really, really, I really appreciate that. Thank you guys for all the very strong support that you give to me. Right, really, it doesn't make me, it really makes me feel that, right, I'm doing the right thing every day. All right, thank you guys once again. Okay. All right, so today, the motivator, I think I used this before, but I love this quote. I want to quote this again for you. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. Now, this is from the late Martin Luther King Jr. And I love this quote because with me, it's all right. Whenever I'm down, right? Yes, anybody can be down in life. Even it may not be stock market. It may not be the equity. It may not be the, you know, your work. It could be just your life feeling. But the thing is this, remember, we are one family, and in Trade with the Boys, we leave no one behind. Remember that? We leave no one behind. That's why we are so united. We are so strong. Yes, people may throw they may throw sticks, you know, may throw stones at us, but end of the day, that we repel stronger. That is how, and that is the difference that differentiates us with other people. We may not be the biggest right now, I'm quite sure, okay? But I'm definitely very sure that we are the strongest in terms of support. Yes, indeed, Mike, we are one, O-N-E, one, okay? One united family, all right? So that's the reason why I'm working towards very, very good people, all right? I'm working towards, I'm basically so right, going to have more and more great people coming on board. And very soon, right, you'll see this family keep on growing and growing and growing. You just see that, guys. We are definitely doing the right thing. But remember this, keep your heart clean, innocent, and real. That is why we are able to spread this genuinity to a lot of people. All right. Once again, thank you guys. All right. So the thing is this, prepare. Tomorrow, I will be doing the first simulation. All right. Which means that you can come down to the office and we do this simulation. All right. All right. Thank you, bro. All right, Mike. All right, on 20th of April, which is tomorrow, I will be doing the live simulation, which means that, right, I will play up some what they call past market movement, and you can come online to play together with it. But of course, okay, at the same time, if you want to come to the office, why not? Tomorrow, we can accommodate up to 14 people. I repeat, tomorrow, we can accommodate up to 14 people. So if you wish to come down, all right, to the office, all right, tomorrow, all right? But remember, the time is at 7 p.m. So that is the simulations at night, not in the afternoon. Our Super Tuesday as per normal basis, don't get it wrong. Super Tuesday as per normal in the afternoon, but the simulation is at 7 p.m. to 8:30. All right, evening Singapore time. Take note of that. Very important. Then, of course, as I remember, I told you guys, right, on the 21st, which is actually the next day, I will be doing 2 MAO, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. So morning MAO, we'll talk about financial markets and all the global news. In the afternoon, I will do the MAO for cryptocurrency, solitary for cryptocurrency, and then I will spill over to do a bit of market recap and updates. All right, so take note of that as well, right? This is very, very important. This will be on 21st of April, which is 2 days later. And of course, on the 26th of April, okay, that means next week, okay, from next week onwards, every Monday and Wednesday, you can come down to the office from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Singapore time, in the evening. And then you come on to set up your AIMS account, learn MT4, set up Binance US account and stuff like that. And we will also share with you something interesting on how to make passive income while enjoying life. This is something new here itself. And that's why we are actually working with someone here. I think this guy has been pretty active just now on the group chat, right? You can see him talking a lot. Mike, yes, we are working closely now and see how to bring passive income to people. All right. We really want you guys to, enjoy this. And I've been telling you this, any pullback in the cryptocurrency, right? Once you find a base, it'll be a lovely time to re-enter this market because you cannot deny this. Okay. All right. So that is the morning part of the announcement and messages. Now let's start this morning MAO with this disclaimer as usual. Please understand this, all losses and winning are not liable to me. I'm not able to, to be responsible for that. And you, by continuing this MAO, you are indemnifying me. All right. Okay. All right. Cool. Huh? Right. Thank you, Louis. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you once again. Okay. All right. So that is what we are actually going to do right now. Okay. So let's just talk about what happened on Friday first. Okay. First of all, Bitcoin tumbles after Turkey bans crypto payments, citing risks. So initially, the first wave attack came from Bitcoin because of Turkey. Now, why Turkey actually, Turkey did this, okay? Now, apparently, Turkey Central Bank banned the use of cryptocurrency because they feel that, right, it is a possible irreparable damage and transaction risk. Now, I've been saying this months ago. I tell you this, the only problem why this, the only reason why this governments are very afraid of cryptocurrency because it gave them no power over the money transaction. Now, money is a very important medium, and because government has some power to print money, hence, therefore, right, that gave them the power, okay? That gave them power. So, which means that, right, when the power is no longer taken or given, right, the government get afraid, and that was the main reason. So, for Turkey, obviously, having a bit of problem in its own economy now, ban this crypto currency for payment, and that brought the Bitcoin down by 5% to 60,000. That's only Friday, okay? That's only Friday. But the thing is this, on Sunday, wow, the thing just caved in, okay? Why? Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and crypto market crashed on US crackdown reports. Now, this report came in and it caused the market drop 15%. Oh my God, 15%. Okay, 15%, all right, in the last 24 hours. Now, why is that so? Initially, it was because apparently there was some reports, okay, not confirmed yet, but it is a report planning to tackle financial institution for money laundering carried out through digital asset. Now, this is something, I repeat, this is not a confirmed thing yet. It's just reports saying, and obviously that hits already. Now, of course, if you remember the last few MAO, I did tell you, right, Janet Yellen have been saying repeatedly, this Jerome Powell also be coming in, and we know that when these guys are saying something itself, right, it's just a matter of time things happen, and in that it really happened, okay? And of course in Xinjiang, right, apparently there was a blackout again, all right, a plane was a blackout, and that why was because apparently there was so much power being used, and that causes again people to get very upset with it, okay? So immediately we saw the Bitcoin slam down 8,000 points. It went down to as low as below, right? I think below 51,000 at one stage itself. So the point is this, okay? This caused 1 million position to be wiped out of the books. Oh my God. That means that, right, so many people got kicked out from the market, just a sudden crash. This is why we keep on repeating to you, stop loss is very important. If you're going to buy something and don't have stop loss, right, it's going to kill you eventually. And this is what really happened. And Ethereum also got hit at the same time. So you can see that $7.6 billion crypto long position was liquidated in 1 hour. Oh my God, 1 hour is all it took to plunge is all it took, right, to just basically, you know, liquidated so many people out of the market. So that's why, again, so don't just think that, oh, buy and keep is safe. You must understand that there's such thing that can happen. As the market climbs, this can happen. Will this happen again? I can guarantee you it will happen again, but not immediately. But, you know, later on when the market scale the new high again, it will happen again. So you need to protect yourself. Nothing is safe until you protect yourself. Okay, this is very important. All right. Okay. Bro, go slow, bro. Mike. Okay. All right. Anyway, Coinbase hangover rattles crypto assets with Bitcoin falling. So now the question is this: Will Coinbase get a little bit jittery? Of course it will get. Definitely it will get, because I told you before, right? Coinbase, 96% of the revenue is dependent on cryptocurrency trading or transactions. So therefore itself, right, it's undeniable, all right? It's undeniable that we will actually see the ripple attack, okay, onto Coinbase, all right? So this one, we will see later on what will happen, but nonetheless, it's all right, because the market also got pretty excited back then with the coin, hence there was sort of buying of Bitcoin prior to the Coinbase IPO. So when the Coinbase IPO didn't do well, so obviously the whale say, hey, since we are bought on expectation, but the IPO did not do that well as expected, so maybe it's a good idea to take profit. But you know, when the whales take profit, it basically creates a big wave in the market. So that causes a lot of counter to go down. Like Dogecoin was worth 50 billion at one stage. It went down by almost 13 billion in just one single day. Oh my God, you can see how crazy it is. So now you can see on Coinbase client assets, right? You can see most of that came from Bitcoin. So obviously when Bitcoin get hit, right, the Coinbase will definitely get hit at the same time, all right? And of course, you can see also at the same time itself, Dogecoin, apparently, right, there is some people say that maybe this is the peak party already. People must be very careful, and also they might say that, right, there are some dumping and stuff like that, as I said earlier. So Coinbase definitely will see some effect being affected later on. Now, the 4 countries, Russia, Ukraine, USA, China, these 4 countries are apparently having a little problem with themselves, right? So Russia and Ukraine, what happened is that they actually expel their diplomats both sides. So there was some saying that accusation says that, right, Moscow claimed that the Ukrainian diplomat had been caught red-handed trying to obtain sensitive information. Now, again, all these politics, we don't know how true are they, but still, this is ongoing right now between Russia and Ukraine. And obviously, it's right, that will also bring in US and China, because they are like, you know, supporting one other side, right? So again, now the thing is this, the tension is ongoing now. And of course, Joe Biden is trying to be tougher against Putin, right? You can see right now. So all this thing tells you that, right, this ongoing thing in the market, the back end, on the background, right, does tell you we must be very, very careful. And again, I repeat, on last Saturday during the preview, I did mention to you the VIX indicator, the VIX futures. There are a lot of people buying. There's some people buying big amount of calls. So I wondered if they know anything about this. All right, so that is what's going right now. And of course, you have this billionaire, Jeff Greene. He made a fortune. Yeah, I read about him. He made a fortune during the last housing bubble, and because of that itself, right? He's saying that the facade apparently is open again, and this will again bring a problem into the market. And truth be told itself, right? There's so much money in the corporate balance sheet, it is going to be driving prices going up. We all know that. But the thing is, he felt that, right, 80% of it is because of the extraordinary amount of liquidity in the market and 20% of fundamental. So like the price of lumber going up, which I mentioned before, all these will create inflation. And because of all this itself, right, when inflation goes up, and what will always leads after that, it will be interest rates. So that is the reason why he is saying that there could be another bubble again. But again, all these guys, you know, they are billionaires, so maybe they have the right to say all this. You make your own decision. My job is just relate to you. Okay, all these information are the top information that I can gather for you for a morning MAO. All right, so but not everybody shares his view, because apparently it's all right. People say that this time is different. Okay. So again, it's different. So apparently itself, they're saying that, right, this time around it's not as weak as the last time. And they say that, right, this time now it's actually pretty safe. So I will lead you to decide on what you think about the housing bubble. All right, so the question is this: we are now 11 days away from the end of April, sorry. So is it a good time to sell in May and go away? Now, if the last time you say this, people say yes to you, but nowadays people say, nah, just forget it, you are wrong. In fact, don't sell in May and stay all the way. That is what I'm saying right now. So for years, I've been covering this part, and I've been telling people this. When the whole world says sell in May and go away, the opposite will happen. All right. But it's only to a point where, but when everybody believes that sell in May and go away is absolutely absurd, right? Then maybe the opposite may just happen. So of course, we're still many days away, so don't need to redo this, but I just want to do this in advance. All right. Why? Because I saw this article saying that investors should literally go away in May. Now, do understand this. This is coming from Yahoo Finance. They said that, right, this is what people have been saying, but actually it's not it's like, it's like a bit too early to call for, because it seems that the market got a lot of room to go up. So why do we have this sell in May and go away thingy, right? It's because last time, okay, financial professionals, okay, will go on holiday in May, and approximately they will escape for 4 months to escape the summer heat and return back for trading. Okay, but the problem is now we have COVID ongoing, right? How to go away? But of course, travels have begun to open in America, so maybe that is going to happen, may not happen. So basically, it's all right. Usually, volume do dry up, liquidity do win a little bit, and the bearish summer tendency become a self-fulfilling prophecy. All right, so it's something like that, but it's just because the traders are not around. So it isn't really 100% thingy, and that it works previously, but not nowadays. Especially now, anyone can trade online. Remember that last time they must really be physical there, but now anyone can trade online. Even we are trading online. So this part is all right. You just have to have a big question mark. All right. So what I did for you is that I went to search this chart doesn't belong to Yahoo site. I went to dig for you. So I dig for you accordingly the last 50 years record. And you can see very clearly, right, from May to October, the market in general still goes up between 0% to 2%. But if you compare it to the November to April period, you can see that in general, most of them is up by 4 to 6% per month. So all I can say is that, right, it does seem to be May and October are not that nice to the stock market overall compared to the other months. But if you look at it in a way, it's still positive. So it's not really that say May must really go away. It's just that the market do win out a little bit, right? So traders, I will say that be careful. Just to be careful. If you are having a lot of long position in the market, right, just put your SWL, all right? Just put SWL, that will work fine. Now, the Hong Kong market will open in about 5 minutes time. I will be crossing over to Hang Seng very soon. Just bear with me for a while. There's so many good information today. Now today, 19th of April, we are going to see, oh, sell in May, okay, Colin, okay. All right, 19th April, today, we have Coca-Cola, IBM, they're going to have their so-called this earnings result. So I do expect Coca-Cola to do pretty okay because more people start to drink and stuff like that. IBM, I don't know. All right, not too good with this. Netflix next tomorrow, P&G tomorrow, Philip and Morris, and Johnson and Johnson. So tomorrow will be a little bit more heavyweight. Okay. Then 21st is April is Verizon. All right. So not that heavy. And after that, the rest is okay. All right. So watch out for tomorrow, in fact. Okay, that will be much stronger. Okay, but thank you guys once again. Thank you guys. Last Friday, Saturday was a very good event. We have a good sign-up rate, pretty good. Thank you guys. So those who join us this morning as a new student, congratulations. Welcome to the right family. Okay, now we have two big events coming on, right? Now on the 8th of May, next Saturday, all right, 8th of May, all right, we will be reintroducing the Trade with the Boys system, okay? Now, I know that last Saturday, there were feedback telling us that we did not cover much on the TWB system because, in fact, last Saturday, although we put onto the public, but we realized that, right, because we didn't do much marketing, so majority of the attendees are all our own people, which means that including people from the workshops and stuff like that. So that's why people, there's a feedback there, and we took the feedback very positively, and we said that, look, why not? Since we're going to introduce more stuff coming out, right, we will do one session to reintroduce to you the Trade with the Boys system, all right? So which means that it's all about the Trade with the Boys system for this particular event on the 8th of May. Now, why are we doing this? Because on the 15th of May, that is where the big one come in. On the 15th of May, right, this is the big one, the Cryptocurrency Talk Show International. Now, this is whereby we will invite guest speakers to come on board, and then we have a little talk show while we introduce how to trade cryptocurrency. So it will be loads of fun. There'll be loads of fun. We have very powerful guest speakers. I will leave it there first. I will not review the names. All right, you probably can guess it, some of them, but still on the 15th of May, please support us because this could be international. So which means that there'll be a lot of people from different parts of the world coming on board to come online on this Zoom session, okay? We're going to sit down and at a very nice atmosphere, a very nice setting, and then we will talk about cryptocurrency, all right? So 15th of May, please keep your time free for that day. Okay, all these are all Zoom sessions, so you can actually watch it live at home, okay? This is going to be very fun, and we really want you guys to be part of this, okay? All right, so Trader Boy students, please remember that these two dates, 8th of May and 15th of May. Okay. All right, so time check now is 9:13, so we're not going to push it more. I'm going to go down to the market right now. Here we go. Let's look at the Hong Kong market today, Hang Seng. Now, Hang Seng, you can see it was so beautiful. Last Friday, Hang Seng came down, touched the MA30 and rebounded amazingly from that very point. That's why the MA30 is so powerful, guys. So today the MA30 apparently is about the same level, slightly higher. I'm going to make it a bit higher. It's about 28,705 level. That is the one level to watch out for. The MLP we are going to see is 28,920. Now NASDAQ is a bit lower today, so I do suspect Hang Seng will gap down this morning. All right, even though we have Dow Jones up last Friday, right? But because of the cryptocurrency debacle on Sunday, which is today, so I do expect there will be some profit taking on the Hang Seng, right? And the Shanghai Index itself, right, will likely be trading a bit lower this morning too. So let's just take a look right now on the Hang Seng. Okay, Hang Seng going to start very soon. We have about 5 seconds to go. Hang Seng, let us begin. And here we go. Hang Seng gap down as we expected. Hang Seng gap down at 28,955 level, but currently now is trading back up again pretty fast. Why? Because it's very clear the KSI of yesterday on Friday was up, and by theory is a KSI jump. So the bullishness on Hang Seng is definitely there. I repeat, the bullishness on Hang Seng is definitely there. But if the Hang Seng trips below OP and go below pivot 2, there could be some profit taking, but it's going to be very muted because, as I say, the KSI is green unless something bad really happens. Now, as you can see right now, Hang Seng now is trading above OP, and if it trades above OP, the first level if you're going is a KCB level, and that's 29,152. Okay, that will be the level to watch out for that for Hang Seng at 29,152. Now, the pivot one level we can see right here is 29,259. So we do expect to see some movement there towards these two figures, 29152 to 29259. All right. So take note on this. So overall, I will just say upfront, unless Hang Seng breaks below OP, if not at the moment now, Hang Seng is still going to be pretty positive for time being. Okay. So traders, please kindly take note of that. Okay. So that is the Hang Seng for now. Let's look at China. Now, China A50, you can see that it really went down and got itself supported. Very strong support level at this few range. So for MLP for today, let's take a look. It's around here. That is, let me just make it accurate a bit. Okay, at 16,809. So that is MLP level. So do watch out for Shanghai, China A50. As long as it's stable, OP is fine. But do note the what you can see right here itself, the what do you call the jaws of this death cross is still widening, all right? So this is not very healthy. So all I can say is this: if the China A50, if it cannot stay above the opening price, then there'll be a problem. As long as it can stay above opening price, is fine. All right, at this moment right now. So traders, please be standby on this. Watch the China A50. This will be very important because, of course, China A50 is out. There are also many tech shares that went up recently. And if let's say the tech shares got some losses, then obviously it will spill over. All right. Yes, indeed. I just saw Mike replying that invest only the money you can afford to lose. I think that is very, very, very important. Good advice, Mike. All right, so that is what happened in the US, the Hong Kong market. So let's get back to our US market side. Okay, now for the US side itself, you can see the whole day after the market shoot up initially, it went sideways. And of course, we remember this. I told you guys the last 2 hours. So last Friday, I woke up about 3+ a.m. I think somebody are already up already. I told you guys the last 1 hour, last 2 hours, usually we'll see upside momentum. And I think Uncle Arun also said that, right? And if you have captured that, you may have made 100 points by doing that itself. So what happened is that you can see again at 2 a.m. last Friday, the US equity market goes up. Just as if that, it's like a SOP that they must do regardless of whatever happens. So that is how America is doing. Keep pushing until it stops, okay? So what is the news? Obviously, they give you news. It's because they're telling you that, okay, it's because of solid data signaling a snapback in the economy. The blue chips are doing well. That's why the Dow went up by 164 points. The S&P new closing again, and the NASDAQ inches higher. But overall, it's basically telling you now, the Dow Jones is up 4 weeks in a row. Wow, 4th week in a row. That is very powerful, right? So again, when all these things looks good as well, right? The traders are saying that, okay, it's because of the 6 banks, right? Morgan Stanley all doing well. And they're saying that share price are okay. And the Dow pushing past 34,000 is a signal that the investor appetite for the futures prospect is definitely very, very positive, even though the value itself, right, is a little bit, high, but still nonetheless it's good to get involved in the market. So this is what again everybody is saying, and that is a bit of feeling that we're getting around on the crypto market, right? Previously, when crypto was going up, it's like everyone was telling you that no worry, and of course things happen. So is the stock market that's not going to happen something like this? It is possible, but of course, with the Federal Reserve holding it, that is a different story. Because crypto, the Federal Reserve was not that happy. That's why you see the flash crash. But come to equity market, the Federal have a different stand. So you cannot really put them together side by side. You can only say that they can have a possibility, but you cannot say that they will happen the same way. It's a very different thing because the backer is totally different. Okay, so this morning, in terms of news-wise, everybody felt that, right? The bull market is still ongoing for the equity market, but the Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency may be a little bit on the stifle mode, all right? So that's what's happening over there in the news side. So let's revisit what happened on Friday, all right? So Friday, we see the market opens very nicely between the two pivots and the KSI is green. So as long as green stay above OP, it will go up. And indeed, it really, really happened as the Dow hit 34,197. You see that? So it's again a forecast by the system at 6 a.m. in the morning, and the market really, really goes there. This is incredible. You can see that the market really performed magic. And of course, as long as you follow the rules, you are fine. So let's go deeper and see the intraday movement. So the intraday movement was pretty clear in the morning. It was very sluggish, not moving. It was here where things start to change, right? Why is that so? A BNB. You can see that BNB was there. So you draw two lines. You can see that why the market got a bit broke above the resistance level. Then when the market go up again, there was another BNB right here. And that basically touched the OP, like to inform people that I'm going to move. And of course, the KSI turned green. And that very point onwards, you can see that the Dow Jones just went all the way up. Now, what is incredible is how it stopped there, this point here. How did the market know from this very point here, goes all the way up to the pivot one and stop there? So once again, this shows you that our system is able to forecast interesting stuff. And you look at it after that, right, for 1.5 hours, the market just couldn't go above it. As if that this imaginary line, 34,197, really exists in the world on its own. And of course, you can see that the price came back down. But once it got supported at the cage support level, SL level, you can see that it found ground again. And again, the one that pushed the market up is again another BNB. So don't you realize that whenever the BNB is in the market, right, do watch out for it. The BNB really, really tells you a lot of stuff. And if you actually monitor this long enough, you actually can catch turning point from there. So how many of you think that BNB is a very good turning point? Turning point can be further upside, can be further downside. It can be also flip point, right? If you think so, please key the word BNB right now. If you think that BNB is good, you think BNB is really exciting, you think that it's going to be a good indicator, please key the word BNB right now while I get myself some water. Okay, today overrun. Wow, so many of you also agree. Indeed, BNB is really very powerful. I have seen this so many times. I know BNB is really a very powerful indication of the market, right? Once you see BNB, you really need to stand by on this, okay? All right, BNB, not BNB, not the crypto. Okay, all right, so let's go and visit now and do the technical analysis of the market. Oh, okay, we have seen some selling now in the market. Apparently, China has came off. China has came off a bit. It's now below the MLP. Let's go a bit deeper now. Oh, China market has came off below the MLP. So there is some selling today, apparently. Hong Kong has also came off. All right, Hong Kong is coming down a little bit already. Okay, so let's look at Hong Kong right now. Oops, okay. Oh, okay. So Hong Kong now is very near to the pivot 2 level. So there is a good chance to see Hang Seng trading down to the, okay, let me just bring it in. Here we go. There is a chance of Hang Seng coming down, stop around here for a while. There is a pivot 2 level at 28,862. Then after that, if the market bridges below, wow, the market can come down to this point. Now, the thing is this, why am I a bit more bearish today? Because you can see that the US stock market, US futures is trading lower right now. And you can also see that China stock market, China A50 is trading lower. So there is a possibility for the Hang Seng to just pour down. But because remember this, the KSI and the Hang Seng is green, so I suspect that it may actually firm back around here something later. So that's why I'm not that optimistic today on the equity market. All right, just go slow. But at the lower side of the market, if you feel like buying in, you can consider looking to buy when the market is basing out at certain KTR level. Okay, so that is Hang Seng for you now. Okay, that's Hang Seng for you. So if anybody is shorting Hang Seng, you just know what to do, all right? Okay, yeah, cool. Okay, again, a few messages coming in once again. Every morning, yeah. Okay, so that is the Hang Seng. Okay, sorry, my bad. Okay, let's just look back down to the US equity market first. Now, for those who like cryptocurrency or into cryptocurrency, like I said, from Wednesday onwards, right? That is whereby I will have 2 split session. So if you don't like this one morning or the global financial news, equity market news, you can ignore first. Then in the afternoon, if you like to hear the cryptocurrency market news and technical analysis, you come in on at 2 p.m. All right. Okay, that is on Wednesday. Okay, now let's look at the Dow Jones. This is something not very nice. The market is now trading below the MLP. This is something not very normal in a Monday morning, actually in the morning especially. So traders MLP for today is 34,112. All right, 34,112. So what we're seeing there is definitely now is trading below that. So this is not very healthy. That's the first thing we can take note of. Number two itself, right? We do see that because the price is now tapering off a little bit, the MA30 also will be moving up. This is mathematics. So I do suspect that there is a possibility for the Dow Jones to pull back a little bit to around here. And that is practically about 33,500. Just to give a bit of movement there. So today is at 34,088. There is a possibility to see 33,500 in the, if let's say the Dow Jones to pull back. I mean, I really think that the market is due for a little bit of just a simple correctional move so that, you can attract more buyers coming. Because if the market keep on going higher and higher, right, it's going to be a bit tougher for you to get interested buyers. It's just like property prices. When it's 800,000 people, $1 million, people come and buy. 1.1, more people come and buy. 1.2, more people come and buy. That's very normal. But hit 1.6 million, 1.8 million, that is where you have this regression, right? This economy of scale. And that is whereby prices will have to pull back a little bit to attract people who want to buy cheaper from the all-time high. So that is my personal suspect that the market may pull back down to 33,500 first before the market can see a rebound once again. Okay, this is my personal take. Let's see what will happen then. Okay, that is on the conventional charting. Let's look at the long-term chart now with all new all-time high level. Okay, and we have the 95% mark, which happen to be the MLP. So around here itself, that's interesting. Okay, weekly chart itself, right? I did tell you the way we draw weekly chart. If you drew a very, very, very diagonal 45, 35 degrees angle charting, you can see that, right? We are actually now near to the interesting pivotal point. If the market pulls back, you can see that there is a small possibility for it to hit 33,500, which is the same number I just mentioned earlier. So that's why I kind of suspect that, right, we really may see a market pulling back to 33,500 level in the near term, right? I'm just saying that it's not 100%. I'm just feeling it, that's all, okay? So it's my personal take. Please make sure we follow the rules and trade according to plan, okay? Please remember that, 33,500, okay? All right, so let's go to the actual chart not to speculate too much. We look at the Dow Jones right now on the daily chart today, okay? Now for today's Dow Jones, it's very clear right now. We are having a little bit of profit taking this morning, and the opening price is between two pivots. And again, the two pivots are very, very tight. And the KSI is green in color. So as long as it's green in color, the market will still be buoyant to the upside, right? But because now it's trading below OP, so the market will likely test this point, 34,059. The low right now is 34,079. So it missed by about 20 points. Okay, so as long as the Dow stays around here, it's still okay. But if the Dow Jones do lose below P2, I suspect that there may see some profit taking, okay? Only some profit taking. All right, because the KSI is green in color, so the downside should be pretty limited. Now, if the Dow Jones do find strength, which it always does that, it may go back up again and go back up to 34,400. That means that there is a possibility for a new all-time high yet again. Okay, so this is the upside and the downside of the market for the Dow Jones today. Okay, do note. All right, some people have observed this, and I said this before, that the last 10 over days is always that during the Asia timing, the equity market will go down a bit, right? But come to US timing, the equity market will recover. So would that be the same thing again happening today? I don't know. Let the market decide. Okay. All right, that's something that you must take note of that. Okay, so that is the Dow Jones. How about the NASDAQ? NASDAQ wise, we can see, well, it pulled off from the range back then. Then we have a MLP, which is triggered this morning. So as long as the NASDAQ stays above the MLP, things are good. But if the market drips below MLP, then we should see some problem, okay? Oh, apparently there's some selling in Hang Seng right now. Okay, hold on a minute. There's some selling in Hang Seng right now. Oh, okay, wow, okay. So I told you, oh, today KTR -1 and pivot 2 at the same level. No wonder the market tripped it so fast. So yeah, indeed, there is a high chance that we could see this happening. As I mentioned to you, there could be this happening. KTR -2 for the Hang Seng. Right, traders can take note of that. So it's 28,770. Okay, I better take down this number. Okay. Right, so if anybody is shorting the Hang Seng, my personal appeal to you is that do consider to book some profit at 28,770 because you don't want to be caught on this. I put it this way, we don't want to be caught on this and get it wrong, okay? All right, so guys, do consider take profit at 28,770. That will be my personal take here right now, doing a live demonstration. Hang Seng to hit 28,770 disclaimer. Okay, I'm just gonna key right in and then send out. All right, sorry for the typo because I'm using 2 fingers and I'm looking this live at the same time. This is incredible. All right, this is the crazy part of this whole thing here. It's not easy. Trust me on that. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's just continue the sharing. Sorry, I ran away from there. NASDAQ. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now the NASDAQ MA today is 13,524. So we are still a bit far away. So no reason to real concern for this unless something incredible happen. Okay, oh, Hang Seng is going to hit the level soon. I think we are still about 20 points away from the target, 10 points away, a few points away. Where's my Hang Seng? And we go. Oh, no, okay. Oh, yes, we are going to hit there. Would that be? Would that be? Oh, you see that the market stays there. Oh, the market recognized KTR -2. Oh, my goodness, this is really insane. How on earth does the market know KTR -2 exists? This is crazy, but you can see the way the market stops there. It just doesn't want to budge, just going to stop there. And the boys are selling, you can see that, but the boys have sold out a little bit lesser right now. And they're going to go cross through. Oh, it's rebounded again. Oh, cross, this is crazy. How many of you shorted the Hang Seng, by the way? How many of you shorted the Hang Seng, by the way? Can you let me know? If you're shorted Hang Seng, it's all right. Do consider to take profit at this 28,770 level. This is crazy. I mean, wow, you look at it, we have mentioned this, it will happen here, and you can see the market is really, really holding there. Remember in my drawing, I said that you will stop here for a while. Oh my God, okay, this is crazy. So I stop here for a while, then it comes down and it will recover from here. It just seemingly happened. Oh my God, really, really. Oh, congratulations for those who make money and profited. Wow, well done, well done, well done. So well done to Louis, Jerry, Jimmy, and Angeline. Woohoo! Well done for you guys. This is incredible, right? I mean, who can do this? Who do live trading in this way itself? Oh my God, this is really insane. Okay, all right. Okay, so sorry, I'm jumping around again. So let's look at the NASDAQ for today, shall we? Move away from Hang Seng right now, go to NASDAQ. Okay, the NASDAQ today is still pretty positive. The KSI is green. It's between the 2 pivots. So overall, the NASDAQ looks positive, okay? S&P 500. Now, S&P, you must take note of that. As S&P is a mixture between the Dow component stock and the technology counters, all right? Okay, wow, Jimmy, showed the A50. Wow, very good. Well done, Jimmy. All right, so this is the MLP for today, S&P, and we can see very clearly it touches MLP and pull back. So that's one reason why am I not that positive for today's market. Now, I need to warn something on this for S&P traders. You are trading S&P. You can take a look right now, right? From the current price right now to the MA30. The MA30 is currently at 40.62, okay? The current S&P value now is at 41.72. So by theory, what you can see right here, right now, on your screen, the difference is about 110 points, all right, between the both of them. But you also notice that, right? The distance between them is one of the widest between the current market now and the MA30. So there's a difference of 110 points, okay? So now the thing is this, if let's say let's say, the market really pulls back, right? 1 point of the S&P is worth about 8 points of the Dow Jones. So 110 points times 8, all right, that will give you about 880 points of the Dow Jones. So what I'm trying to express here is this: would we actually see a 880 points pullback on the Dow Jones soon? So now the Dow Jones is trading at about 34,085 right now for the Dow. You can see here the Dow is trading there. So if the Dow Jones do drop 800 points on roughly there, or 880 to be precise, then we could see 33,200 level. Now, I mentioned you earlier, Sarah, I do suspect that the Dow may see 33,500. So if you're talking about this itself, maybe we may see a pullback to 33,500 to be safe. But of course, if the market goes a bit more, it may actually trigger 33,200 just based on technical and mathematical formula. So we will not know this. We just want to take consideration of this and just take note of that, because all these things does tell us a little bit here and there. But very important is if the market do pull back to the MA30, we do see there's a possibility the market may rebound from there, because it has been happening. And as long as Federal Reserve is there to support the market, it's going to be very tough for it to come down. Okay, I repeat, it's going to be very tough for it to come down. So traders, you need to watch out for this. Okay, all right. Okay, so that is the S&P 500. Let's look at DAX right now. Wow, this must make this Arun very happy. You can see DAX just blossom. Okay, last Friday the DAX just blast above MLP. That is whereby it broke the BMB high, and that was where it goes all the way up. It's crazy, up by 200 points. Insane, definitely for sure. It really for sure, because seriously, we have not seen such a big rally on DAX for a long time, and it's happening right now. Now, why is that so? Because there's a lot of money going to EU. A lot of people are buying a lot of stuff, and obviously, when you print a lot of money, it's going to bring up the economy. It's usually like that. The stock market is bought up with money. It's not the earnings yet. It's not about the future. It's just expectation. So there's a lot of expectation ongoing right now for the market. Okay, you can see that is what happened. So will the market go higher? Well, as long as it's stable MLP, there's no reason for it to come down. All right, traders, take note of that. Hang Seng has recovered exactly at the point we mentioned. This is crazy. Now for China A50, you can see very clearly it has came down this morning. Now it rebounded off the lows, but it's still below the MLP. That's why China stock market should be testing again the lower end, especially if we do see further selling again. But you can see now the Hong Kong has recovered 100 points from the low end. Remember that? Oh my God, let me just show it to you. I really need to show you this. This is crazy, man. Look at it, my friends. Look at it. Look at the way the market rebounded exactly at the KTR -2. Look at it, it rebounded 100 points. Oh gosh, that is the reason why you really need to have the system, guys. Please don't get those pirated version. All right, get the real version from us, and you can see that, wow, look at it. Amazing. That's amazing. Okay, so that is all the market now. Let's look at gold, shall we? Now, gold, we can see last week, right, all the way from last week, Thursday to Friday, gold keep on going up. So what's the reason now? Because they're saying that gold now is going to be the one that's going to combat inflation. And they're saying that this, after you break the 1750 resistance, it will go higher. And China apparently seemed to be buying a lot of gold. Not too sure what's the reason, but apparently it seems to be Chinese buying a lot of gold, right? They've been buying a lot of gold. So is that to tell you that gold will go higher? Well, it is a possibility. I said it is a possibility. So again, I stress this: if gold is going to go up soon, then it'll be a good time to buy gold on every retracement. Okay, so take note of that. Okay, so let's take a look at what Friday goals happened. Let's take a look right now. That gold, the opening price is here between the two pivots. The KSI was green. Remember I told you that when the KSI is green, focus on the buying. And indeed, the gold really goes up to 1779. Now, the opening price was 1763. So it was almost evidently clear, because the KSI is green, CCRY on a day chart, we know that gold will go higher. and gold really mounted up all the way to 1779 level. Oh my God. This is why you can see the insanity of this indicator is that it can tell you really good trades. And if you know that, if you practice this properly, you will know that the KSI is green and the color change is there and the market is going up, it will go to pivot one. It is almost always like this, not 100%, but most of the time. So that's the reason why I love my indicator. It's really very powerful to use, okay? Incredible. So you look at it, what happened the whole entire day, the market was not moving much. Then after that, do you see that? Do you see that? Yes, I saw it, my friend. The BNB again appear. Once the BNB appear, KSI turned green, no blue bar at the bottom, bang, that's where the gold shot right up. And again, when it hit the pivot one, it stopped there. You can see it stopped there, created another BNB that brought the price down. Don't you realize that the color change at BNB is really, the color change at pivots is powerful because I told you before, pivots is more for turning points and it really, really happens. And you can see that after that, it just got itself resisted very strongly at the pivot one, as if that this is a technical level that the market know, but seriously, no one has drawn that. So imagine you tell your broker early in the morning that the gold will go up to 1779, they'll be laughing at you and then you're insane. And when you see the BNB at the bottom, you know that it's about to start, the engine about to start, and really the price goes up. Wow, this is how it is. So in month, if you're online with me right now, right, if you're hearing this, that's why I tell you BNB is very powerful. Look out for them on Forex market and let us know, all right? For the rest of you, if you ever see BNB and it's triggering something like the pivot, the KTRs, or the opening price, watch out for it. It's going to be very powerful. And this is why you see, you really need to focus whenever you see that, all right? The BNB. Okay, that's gold for you. All right, so let's see gold today, shall we? Gold, gold, gold. Let's take a look at gold. Here we go. Now, gold is very clearly staying above the MA30 right now. And I told you guys that the last 4 or 5 days here, when the market stays above the MA30, that was where I believe that gold will be going higher. And indeed, it's actually happening right now. And today's MLP, you can see that, right? The last few days, we put MLP, the market don't even go near there. So that means that the market bullishness is definitely quite sure of that. Now, of course, the market is going to near to the MA200 right now as 1822 level. So we'll go all the way to 1822. Well, it is a small possibility. If the dollar continues to slide and there's no pushing up on the dollar, gold can really go up to 1822, okay, 1822 level. But if you ask me in terms of the inflation, unless the market is focusing on inflation right now, then of course gold has been quite a strong hedging tool, right, against for inflation. So as long as the dollar continue to stay weak, the gold price will trade higher. That is very, very important. Okay, gold price will trade higher. Well, Hang Seng has recovered to 28,910. Wow, I told you that we bought back at 770 and now it's 910. You see that? Amazing. Okay, so for that itself, right, MLP for gold today is 1770. So it's a very interesting number. That's a level that we used for our chocolate bar back then. So now 1770 will be a level that the market has to stay above for gold to continue upside. Okay, all right, 770 for the conventional. And for the weekly, we can see that it broke above my trend line. So I had to remove it. All right, I'll remove it away and then now accept that it's trading above 1762. Now 1762 actually is the 1762 is actually the 50% mark of this entire chart view, right? So now it basically come down and then broke 61.8 and now holding at 50%. So two ways. One, go up all the way to test higher level to be about 1810, 1850 level. If not, then back down. So at the moment now, it seems to be more towards the upside than downside, right? At the moment. So that is what's happening right now at this moment. Okay, we can see that the buying on the Hang Seng is recovering pretty strongly. You can see now Hang Seng has recovered near to what's the K1, KTR -1 and P2 happen to be the same number. So that's why there is a very strong artificial buying right here, right now. Okay, cool, right? Okay, so let's just take a look at the gold further for today. Sorry, jumping around a little bit today. There we go. Now for today's goal, it's pretty clear. As long gold stays above OP, we should be seeing gold trading higher. Opening price is here. So KSI is green. So as long market stays above OP, in general, gold could be hitting higher today, 1795. Okay, 1795 is a level that we should be looking for gold to go if it stays above OP, right? But if gold does to take a bit of profit, then there will be some profit taking to around here. And that's what 1767, another very interesting number that we've seen this many, many times. So if gold pullback, I suspect that it may dump here first, get some strength before pushing up again. All right, it must stay above P2, that's for sure lah, for this upside to happen. So at the moment now, it seems to be there's some profit taking on gold, but gold also do the inverse. In the morning session, it's very slow, but gold move in the afternoon to evening session. So it's a bit different like Dow, they do the other way around. So maybe that is the current trend and the way the boys are playing this game right now. So gold traders, you just have to wait for probably in the afternoon session for gold to find some breathing space. Okay, all right, so traders, watch out for that. Okay, so that is gold sharing and silver. As you can see right now on silver has, oops, sorry, hold on. Silver went up. It also broke the trend line, but it's pulling back a little bit. Silver shoot up the high of $26 before pulling back below $26. Well, like I told you guys, silver buying momentum is not as strong as gold because of the industrial usage. But still at the moment now, it's above the 2 MA. So at the moment for silver, it does have some buying interest at the moment. And MLP for today for silver is about $25.90. Right, Hong Kong market is trading upwards again. Now it's at 28,960. So that's why we really must know the buyback because KSI is green. Remember that? KSI was green on the day chart. That's why you really must follow the rules. Okay, so that is all the sharing here, and we're going to go into cryptocurrency right now. Now, yesterday, even though we have one of the craziest flash crash, okay, for the cryptocurrency, but if you look at our system, it really tells us not to buy anything, right? It did tell us that there is a very strong KCB at 51,830, which the market came down and rebounded. Imagine this. This is crazy, guys. I mean, seriously, the system really knows numbers and you just have to follow through. And after that, we have 3 times as all the KCX gave the calls. And we have 3 trades all making profits. Okay, not a lot of profit, but some profits. The one that lost was initially, and luckily stop loss was triggered. If the stop loss wasn't triggered, it'll be a calamity for all of us. All right. So 4 wins out of 5 trades on a day whereby crypto crashed, I think it's pretty good. I think it's really very good. So that's why I will want you guys to really focus and trade according to plan, because in the market behavior like this, whereby where market crashed down and yet you're still on the long side and you can still technically make money, I think that we have a very good system here. Don't you agree with me? All right, those who agree with me that this system is really pretty good, by looking at the chart right now, please keep the word agree, A-G-R-E-E, all right? So if you agree that, please do that, all right? So we're going to come to the end of the MAO morning session, the first session already. Thank you guys for staying online with me. Now we're going to go to the second segment whereby we're going to cover into alternate market views. So if you think that you want to hear that second part, you can stay on for next few minutes. If you think you have enough, then you can now leave the group chat. Okay, we'll take a break of 10 seconds for you to make a decision before you continue or leave. All right. Wow, this morning MAO, so many people watching. Wow. Is it because they're all expecting me to say something? Okay, guys. All right, let's continue our morning MAO second segment now. Okay. Now, this is whereby I want you to do and pay attention to some details. Now, since 1900, Dow Transportation. Now, Dow Transport is part of the Dow. It's one segment of the Dow. Has never seen an 11-week winning streak since 1989. So which means that since February 1989, we have not seen this for a long, long while. So it's as long as how many years? 2021 plus 11, that is like 32 years. So for 32 years, okay, we have never seen something like this. For 32 years, okay? For 32 years, we have never seen something like this. And of course, after the last time we see on the February the 1989, you can see that the market basically collapsed, okay, after that, okay? So why do I want to bring this into the story? Because we're talking about 32 years history, okay? That's one thing, or 32 years pattern. Then I bring in Larry William, as I say, Larry William. He has this very incredible chart. Now, if you look carefully in detail, right, you can see that he seemed to be wrong because he says that the market will, the Dow Jones transportation will fall, right? Now, before you jump into conclusion, let's just do something to justify this. Can you see this, my friends? This is his chart, okay? Previously was March the 22nd. He expected that the market will pull down a little bit, which obviously it didn't really happen. Then April, we did see the market going up, which really happened. So if you watch carefully, if you look at this in the most fair note, it only says that, right, that only in the mid of April, then we may see the peak of the US transportation. And then after that, the market will come down all the way to May the 27th. So of course, when the Dow Jones Transportation Index come off, usually the Dow Jones will come off on its own, right? So is this a sign? Because now we are at the 32 years same value, and we're talking about this is the Larry William, this seasonality pattern, which was not correct previously, but now it seems that there is a possibility. So what do you think, guys? What do you think? All right, is it that now it's a mid of April exactly? This is third week of April. So is that the point whereby we have to be very careful? Well, I leave it to you to decide, but this is just a sharing, which I just happened to saw it, and I'm going to compare. Now, FYI, this chart here and this chart here got no relevance, and I just putting two things together and share with you, okay? Now, I told you guys the reason why the bond market was coming down was because the hedge fund was just dumping the bonds, all right? So why we don't be doing that itself, right? So I did tell you guys it's because there seemed to be some form of portfolio rearrangement, but more of that is just to show that, you know, don't mess with them. So that was one thing. But of course, the Federal Reserve came in and they bought even more bonds, and now that it's going opposite way. The bond prices are going up and the yields are going down, right? So this is whereby I want you to take notice of this. Apparently, itself from Bloomberg, having reached a 7-year high in a pickup versus domestic bond, FX hedged US Treasuries have been in big demand among European and Japanese investors since the start of Q2. So what I'm trying to say is this: apparently now there are a lot of people buying into the bond market. And this is not only the Federal Reserve, it's talking about the European and Japanese investors. The question is, why are they buying bonds? So of course, people say that it's because they think that it's a good time to buy bonds because it's cheaper right now and the yields is good now at the moment, right? Because bond price was cheap and then yields was up. And they'll say that, right, because then the people are saying on the positive side, because there will be no interest rate hike, that's why they're buying the bonds. Well, this is quite positive, but the negative side itself, right? Why would someone buy bonds? Is because of fear. And usually these so-called, these sophisticated investors, if they are buying bonds in such a great manner, so they're going to liquidate somewhere, right? So think about this. If they're going to buy in the bond market, they must liquidate somewhere. So where will they be liquidating? What do you think, my friends? Will they be liquidating from Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, or they liquidating from the stock market, or they are just having more money to buy? What is your opinion right now? So everybody who is still with me right now, right, would you mind telling me what will be your view? All right, what do you think? If they were to actually buy a lot of bonds, right, what are they going to do? Liquidating their portfolio, rearranging portfolio, or they're going to pump in more money to increase their portfolio? So there's 3 different areas that we can think of. 3 of them are all correct in a way. So it's going to be like, you know, the $1 billion question. What do you think? All right, so Jerry says that there'll be some liquidating from the stock market. I don't know, right? I really don't know, but it's possible, right? It is possible. 3 of them all have equal chance there. All right. So apparently, Alison says she's hope the stock market. So Alison, you are short, right? Okay, so that is something that you want to take note of that, and that will be all for today's MAO. Like I said, today's MAO is right. I really want to share with you a lot of stuff. I got at least tens of charts to show to you, but apparently, right, I really run out of time to do and compile together. So I will share with you more tomorrow. Okay. All right. Jimmy says that pour money to commodity market is possible. All right. So guys, thanks you once again for staying online today, and take note of the one I show you again about the transportation, and who knows, things may really happen for a reason. Okay. All right, guys, have a great day. Take care. Goodbye. Take care. Cheers.